Guys stepped up and made big plays down the stretch. I thought Emmanuel was fantastic. Paul had a stretch where he scored 3 or 4 baskets in a row, and just made enough plays on both ends of the floor to come out with the win. So feel good about that. Now we head up to New York for 2 more big games.
Speaking of plays down the stretch, with 3:40 on the clock, Will got that steal, and it kind of led for them to get that 8-point lead. How essential are those plays going down the stretch?
Oh, really big. Will Barton off the bench along with Emmanuel is fantastic. He gets you 18 points. And anytime we can get offense off of our defense, that's something that we want to do. We want to play with pace, but we want to do it when we're getting stops and getting defensive rebounds. We dominated the paint tonight, outscored them 60-30, scored another 22 on the offensive glass. So we did a lot of good things tonight, some things we can clean up, and we got a very talented Brooklyn team coming up in a few days.
You talked about how you wanted to see more cutting and the guys getting into the paint, and you saw that tonight.
Yeah, it's when you play with passing bigs and playmaking bigs like Paul Millsap, like Nikola Jokic, and even Mason Plumlee. I thought Mason was really good off the bench tonight. You have to move, you have to cut, you have to make it hard on the defense. When we get caught standing around ball watching, we're easy to guard. And I think we have to get back to that. That's what separated us from a lot of teams last year, was our movement, ball movement, body movement, and we made plays for each other. And we have to get back to doing that at a more consistent level.
You guys were 13 of 20 shooting in the fourth quarter after going something like 29-71 the rest of the game. What kind of turned offensively for you guys in that fourth?
Well, I thought Paul got going. I thought obviously looking to go at him in the post. He had Ilyasova on him. We felt we could take advantage of that matchup. And Will Barton got going. We got some movement sets. We got downhill. And I think when your defense is getting stops at the level that we were, now you can attack and transition and look to score and attack before they get set. And so I think it was a combination of all those things, Chris.
I know you said that you didn't say anything specific to Paul, and he kind of downplayed today throughout the week. But just to, number one, see the reception that he received here, and then also to make some key plays down the stretch. How big was that?
Well, this is the second homecoming he's had in that early season. And I think the reception he received in Utah, along with the reception and the tribute that was played for him tonight, speaks to who Paul Millsap is. Forget Paul Millsap, the player, for a second. Let's talk about the person. And he's beloved by all the communities that he's a part of. He's active in the community, and he's just a stand-up guy. So I'm not surprised at all by that. And our Denver fans are going to come to realize it as well very quickly. And he scored the first points of the game, struggled after that for a while, and then when the game was in the balance in that fourth quarter, that's what your $30 million a year man has to do. He's got to step up and make plays. And obviously he did that tonight.
At what point did you know Moutier was not coming out of the game?
Man, he was making plays. He's been aggressive. He was attacking. It was just, he had too good of a rhythm going. So in my mind, probably early fourth, middle of that fourth, I said, Emmanuel's got a good rhythm right now. He's attacking. He's playing with confidence. He's not being hesitant. And he's doing a good job defensively as well. So that's how it's going to be at night. I said that earlier in the year when Kenneth Freed played great in one game, and Mason didn't get a lot of minutes when he beat Sacramento. Well, tonight Jamal only gets, 20 minutes, and Emmanuel gets 28. And you got to roll with the guys. You're going to give you the best chance to win. And tonight that was Emmanuel.
How is your confidence growing with Malik?
Yeah, it's going. Obviously he pissed me off a little bit tonight in the closeout to Marco Bellinelli, but it's a learning moment. And what I love about, I still trust him. He goes out there, he plays hard, he plays with confidence, and we all make mistakes, myself included. My confidence, Ali, has really grown with Malik because I know how hard he works, how much he puts into it, and how much it matters to him. So for him to come home and play in front of his home fans and family and friends, I think it's great for him to play and help us get a win.
Atlanta shot so well from behind the arc tonight. Was that just a matter of guys making shots, or was there something you were seeing on the defensive end the team was struggling with?
Yeah, at halftime, I don't know, I think they had at least 6 of those at halftime, and it was Torian Prince at 2, a couple of guys that we had not targeted as their guys that would run off the three-point line. But even if a guy like Prince is a guy that you may not run up the line, you still have to close out and contest and get a hand up. We got caught down the floor a couple of times in transition. And obviously when you're aggressive in pick and rolls, you get stretched out a little bit. And that's where we have to have maybe a little bit greater multiple effort on that backside. But overall, 41% from the field. But to your point, Adam, the three-point line is what kept them in the game. And we have to try to reduce that and take that out because teams can make a big runs with the three-point line on their offense.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Appreciate it.